Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation and is a proud member of Tracks from PRX.
Talking about money can be so hard, especially when the person you're talking to is still learning how to do long division. That's why Million Bazillion, a Webby-winning podcast from Marketplace, is here to help. I'm Bridget, and with my fellow co-host Ryan, we help teach your little ones about complex topics like bankruptcy, climate change, and why there's so much gold at Fort Knox, and so much more. Listen to Million Bazillion wherever you get your podcasts.
The Greek gods live high on Mount Olympus, but from time to time we walk among you mortals, and wherever the gods move, stories are born. This story begins on a sunny, warm morning.
Actually, it was a little chilly that day. You'd know that if you were there, like some people. But please, continue, Hermes.
True, my dear Hecate. I don't make an appearance until everything is almost over. Though, of course, I have a pivotal role to play.
Oh, of course. Pivotal.
And you do too. Goddess of the crossroads and crosser of boundaries. Like I was saying, a lovely morning.
I don't know when you wake up, friend, but it was very much the afternoon.
Hecate, would you like to take the lead on this story?
Oh, I couldn't possibly. I mean, maybe. If you insist. Okay, yes. This story begins on a glorious, slightly chilly afternoon. A beautiful goddess and her radiant daughter walk together through a meadow with flowers blooming in their wake.
Hyacinth, what should I color you? Pink? No. Purple. No, I guess I'll color you... whatever. Purplish blue.
Persephone? Darling, are you feeling okay? You're looking a little...
Bland, boring, basic, invisible. Ugh, calendula yellow.
Frustrated?
I mean the flowers, Mom. No one ever really appreciates them or even notices. Violets. Well, violet, duh.
Of course they do, dear. Who doesn't love a beautiful flower?
Ah, yes. As people pray to the great Demeter for their seeds to sprout and their crops to grow, they're always stopping to say, look at these beautiful flowers, how essential to my day they are.
I can't speak for all of the earth and Olympus, but I can say with certainty that a beautiful flower is essential to my day.
Ugh, because you are my mom, and you have to say that. Mandrake, purple, so lame. Flowers. Exhausting. So many flowers, and all I do is choose their colors.
You're a goddess. There's no time for self-pity. Every god on Mount Olympus has a role to play. Imagine if we all walked around second-guessing our work.
Maybe we should.
Without your colors, the bees would never find their way to the flowers. And we'd have no fruits, no vegetables, nothing for mortals to eat. You fulfill your responsibilities with such creativity, such imagination. And this is what we get to do together.
You say get to. I say forced to.
Persephone.
Athena is literally the goddess of war. She's got that super shiny shield.
It's true. Athena's revised phalanx formation? Legendary.
Okay, Mom. And look at Artie. She has that awesome silver bow. She's so quick and gets to live in the forest by herself. My best friends are out there killing it, and you may notice that neither of them is stuck interning for their mom.
I am so tired of hearing you compare yourself to your friends. I wish you could see your value, Persephone. You have a brilliant mind and an artist's soul. And you're the most beautiful young goddess on Olympus. I wish I could make you see that. But you're going to have to discover that for yourself.
You are my mother. You have to say those things. I'm tall and scrawny, and my eyes are way too big for my face. They bulge like a frog's.
Haven't you noticed the way all the young gods look at you? I see.
They're probably checking out my big bulging eyes, trying to figure out if I'm a frog or a goddess. A frogess.
Sometimes you're impossible, Persephone.
And you are so controlling, Mom. I think you keep me close because you don't trust me to strike out on my own.
Oh, daughter. One day you'll learn to appreciate the light that burns within you.
What does that even mean? Stop speaking in riddles, Mom. And anyway, whenever I feel that light shine from inside, that's when I get those glances from young gods that you've seen too, and I don't always like the way it makes me feel. So I pull my light back in and I slam the door shut.
Persephone? Why didn't you tell me this before?
'Cause it's nothing.
It's important. I can't count the conversations we've had about what happens when a god and a goddess fall in love.
Oh, gods, Mom, stop.
What? Stop being a mother? How would I do that?
Look! There's Athena and Artie at the edge of the meadow. I think they're having a picnic. I'm going.
We are having a conversation.
No, you are speaking at me. See you later, Mom.
All right, go. Go have fun. Wasting your time with them. You can avoid your godly responsibilities together.
Whatever. Bye.
What will it take for her to see what a creative goddess she really is? She definitely can't hear it from me.
Hey, Sephi!
How did you escape?
Escape? I just told her I was going and I left. We're always fighting these days anyways. It's exhausting.
You're lucky you have a mom to fight with. I've never had one.
I wish I had sprung fully formed from Zeus's skull. No scolding, no nagging.
My mom says your mom just needs to let you breathe.
Okay, thanks, but no thanks for your mother's opinion. My mom can be smothering, but she means well.
Whoa. You're the one who started in about how much she...
Friends, no fighting on my watch. If I wanted that, I'd be at work. I've packed a picnic, ambrosia, nectar, and...
In the sky, directly above us. Arrow, bow, aim...
And goose! One day, your sudden hunting expeditions are gonna take out somebody's eye.
Fina. Head so full of strategies, and yet you fail to pack enough food. Just say, thanks, Artie. You saved the picnic.
The first time Artie actually contributes to lunch and she wants to be worshipped for it.
Come on, you two. Now who's fighting?
Girl, you should really get that looked at.
What?
The flowers going out of your feet. You know what that signifies, don't you?
No.
Flowers blooming at a young goddess's feet can only mean one thing. She's ready to be married off.
Don't say that.
So I, Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, declare this picnic to be our dear friend Persephone's bachelorette party.
Woo, before she is shackled to a god for the rest of her days. Didn't my brother Apollo propose?
Yes, and Hermes did too. I said no to both of them, of course.
My twin brother's a dork, but it would be cool to be sisters-in-law.
We're already half-sisters.
I can never keep track of this stuff.
Marriage sounds stifling. It's true. But who doesn't want to fall in love?
Do you?
Yes. I want the kind of love where he wants me to be myself. Where he listens and admires my imagination, my creativity, my art. The kind of love where I can be with him and still be free.
That sounds like the stuff of myth.
I won't settle for less.
You've got the spirit of a huntress. We are related, okay?
I can't imagine losing myself in a love whose outcome I couldn't predict. Aren't you afraid?
Sometimes. I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of what I could lose. I'm afraid of being unhappy. But I'm more afraid of being boring or never leaving my mother's side.
Look at the bright side. You won't have to hire a florist for the wedding.
Put your feet to work.
Ha ha, very funny.
All joking aside, the thought of you having to marry makes me cringe. And I would miss you if you didn't have time to hang out with us.
And you know, those flowers you color, they are cool. With their golds and blues and purples.
Even if their abundance offers rabbits a good place to hide.
Oh, you're both just saying that to make me feel better. For that, I love you.
We love you too. Come on, let's eat. Please, have some ambrosia. Now, I know I packed the cups for the nectar.
We've got goose. You're welcome very much.
What's that?
What?
That flower off in the distance.
Which one? I mean, because of you, there are thousands.
The regal one. That looks like it has at least 100 blooms. I have to get a closer look.
Hey, where are you going?
Not too far. Just down over there. To look at that gorgeous flower.
Yeah, well, make it fast. Sunset is in an hour, and the last thing I need is your mother blaming me for you being late.
Yeah. The responsible Athena trying to explain to Demeter how she lost one little goddess.
I think the goddess of the hunt will be the one who needs to justify to Demeter how he lost her daughter to wild beasts.
Such an unusual flower. Your aroma is intoxicating. I feel as if I want to climb into your center and rest. Could you hold me? Strange. I have never seen such a deep red before. It's almost black. I never created this color. I don't even know if the word red does you justice. Your color is more like pomegranates and blood. Oh, I must paint you here in my notebook so I can remember you always. Your blossoms are so exquisite. I just have to touch you. I have to. So delicate, so silky, so... The earth! The earth is falling away! Mother!
Live from Mount Olympus is produced by the Onassis Foundation. Our executive producer is Karen Brooks Hopkins. Julie Burstein is our series creator and showrunner. Live from Mount Olympus is co-produced by Brooklyn-based theater company, The Team. Our directors are Rachel Chavkin and Keenan Tyler Oliphant. And our actors are Kayla Bennett, Eric Berryman, Vinie Burrows, Jalea Casey, Divine Garland, Mary Harris, Joanne Hernandez.
My best friends are out there killing it, and you may notice that neither of them is stuck interning for their mom.
Modesto Flako Jimenez, Anna Kendrick, Libby King.
So I, Athena, goddess of wisdom and war, declare this picnic to be our dear friend Persephone's bachelorette party.
Ian Lassiter, Zhailon Levingston, Christina Liberus.
We've got Goose. You're welcome very much.
Nehemiah Luckett. Kimberly Marable. Jake Margolin. James Harrison Monaco. Isabella Rossellini. Kristen Sieh. Nidra Sulater.
One day you'll learn to appreciate the light that burns within you.
Irene Tuakora. Ching Valdez Aran.
I don't know when you wake up, friend, but it was very much the afternoon.
And Andre DeShields is Hermes.
The Greek gods live high on Mount Olympus, but from time to time we walk among you mortals, and wherever the gods move, stories are born.
Special thanks to Calvin Samuel Blanch, Elliot Byler, Sam Chavricks, Adrian Hopkins, Caroline Hopkins, and Natalie Hopkins. The team's producing director is Alexandra Lalonde, and producing manager is Laura Elliott. We had casting support from Melissa Friedman of Epic Theater Ensemble. Our writer is Nathan Youngerberg. Tessa Zitter is our assistant producer, and Yonatan Reckham is assistant editor. Audio production and mix by John Malillo. Live from Mount Olympus, music was composed by Magdalene Giannicu with help from Luca Bordenaro and performed by Banda Magda. Jason Adam Katzenstein created our illustrations and is series humor consultant. A big thank you to our creative advisors, Dr. Crystal Bob Simple, Dr. Michael Cohen, Dr. Simon Critchley, Effie Siotsiu, and Dr. Kate Burney. Special thanks to Richard Nodell and Dr. Janet Burstein. Michael Kendrick is Program Director for Onassis USA. Marketing and Social Media Management by Karina Grudnikoff and Caroline English. Press by Blake Zadell. Graphic design by Onassis Creative Studio. Since 1975, the Onassis Foundation has been dedicated to culture, community, and education with projects that can effectively inspire social change and justice across borders. Learn more at www.onassis.org. Live from Mount Olympus is a proud member of Tracks from PRX. Until next time, there's so many stories to tell.
This is Tracks from PRX.
Onassis Foundation.
Did you know that kids eat 1,095 meals every year?
And if you include snacks, it's more like 4 trillion meals a year.
Honestly, the responsibility kind of sucks sometimes, but we're here with some real help and camaraderie too.
We're Stacy and Megan, hosts of Didn't I Just Feed You, a weekly podcast that gets real about what it takes to feed our families.
Tune in to Didn't I Just Feed You for kitchen tricks, product recommendations, and tons of meal ideas, like how to turn nachos into a legit family dinner. Listen to Didn't I Just Feed You wherever you get your podcasts.